Hello, we're here to do a Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine mutual energy check. Thank you for joining us, and if you're new or returning, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you could, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Subscribe. It does help the channel grow, and we'd love to hear from you if these videos help or reach you in some type of way. Please go ahead and interact with the videos so it can be circulated to help someone else as well. So let's go ahead and get started with some oracle cards for the counterparts. For masculine, we have deceit. Mutual energy, we have the fledgling. And for feminine, we have rigid. I'm going to scoot this back. Sorry. I don't know why I never account for space before I start, but I don't. But anyway. So underneath the deck, we have fragment. So for masculine, let's talk about it. We have deceit. Deceit giving the energy of somebody who has deceived him being deceitful, just all around dishonesty, illusions, things that seem good but not quite, because she's very if we look at this, very pretty, but not on the up and up for sure. You can read the energy off of her. It's giving, hey, come here, seductress energy. It's also giving backstab. When you get to the side, it's fire, it's temptation, it's something that's going to burn you or cause some detriment to oneself. Fledgling, mutual energy, I'm getting the energy of struggling to take the first step. It's a lot of the yearning, burning, the desire to do so, but also having pain and internal struggles that prevent someone from taking that first step as well. It's one of those things where you kind of want to go towards something, you kind of have that desire, you kind of looking at it, you're hoping kind of for it. It's like she's looking out of the window like, it'd be nice to go outside. Like, she has pale skin and she's been inside for a while, but it's also like, but last time I went outside, it didn't go so well. So it's kind of like on the fence. For feminine, we have rigid, knowing that things are kind of hard, a little difficult, things that may topple over if you make the wrong move. Just a lot of that energy. So let's dig. Let's talk about it first. We'll go surface level, and then we'll go dig deep. All right. Let's talk about it, masculine. How are we feeling today? Feeling like something needs to transform in this connection. Feeling like there is something that you can overcome. Overcoming obstacles and burdens, right? You want to persevere through the hard times. You want to push. Yeah, it may be difficult. You want to come in and express how you feel. You feel like a proposal, a romantic gesture will shift the energy. Get that energy off of that would be deceitful. So let's see. Let's get started. Masculine, how are we feeling today? Magician want to come out, so you want to manipulate, finesse the situation. All right, masculine, how are we feeling today? The There's that Nine of Wands, wanting to overcome some challenges, wanting to persevere. Um, hmm. I get an energy of overcoming or being through some things, right? Going through some things and wanting to come in kneeled on bended knee to this Nine of Pentacles energy. I felt like these are two separate energies, or it could be masculine, overcoming obstacles and finally becoming more independent, solid, secure, stable on their own, or coming in bending knee to this Nine of Pentacles person, but getting the cold shoulder, getting the meeting the Queen of Swords, like, hold on there, buddy. Wait just a minute. Yeah. A cold empress, right? Let's see. All right, so Two of Wands, Eight of Wands, choosing the path to move things along. It's like you want to open up communication, want to discuss some things, maybe have a conversation. Maybe dealing with an earth sign, maybe wanting to come to a water sign, or maybe even just following his intuition, his emotions, his heart, because there is some type of sadness, regret behind that, and wanting to have some type of hope and optimism towards a new beginning, starting off, kind of flirty, fun, in order to take action as the King of Wands towards his Ten of Cups. Let's see what else. What else is coming out from masculine? It's like he's choosing a direction to move things along. Yeah, he's sitting back watching, having very little communication, sending text messages. He's choosing the path of he's choosing the direction to communicate on a small scale. Still holding oneself back, still holding, let's just say, resistance. Having nostalgia, missing someone, but lacking faith, commitment, or even seeing things from a bigger picture understanding, but wanting promise for future growth. So it's small, wanting to nurture the situation, wanting to nurture situation. He's made a decision to actually turn his back on something that's withstood for a very long time. Something like the Ten of Pentacles, coming down from the Ten of Pentacles, which we do have the Nine of Pentacles out here. So he's decreased, he's turned his back on maybe a family situation, something that he's established, maybe even blocking that out and wanting to come in and nurture it. Definitely not committing to this with the feminine, but also overcoming that and being on his own at this point. So, So I'm wondering what the deceit is. I'm not getting the deceit though. Maybe not being forthcoming with it's like an omission of the truth. Or being deceived, which is the reason why he's a wounded warrior, bending down, kneeling to the pre-empress. The Nine of Pentacles is the pre-empress energy. Still observing, watching. I get a sense of even observing your feminine strengths, feminine's resistance, wanting to communicate, feeling the energy of holding back, resistance, because we still saw the Queen of Swords, which is someone you dare not cross, somebody who has been jaded, which we do have rigid here. Maybe even blocking communication. But I still get the sense we have pages out here. We have the Page of Swords, Page of Pentacles, and underneath the deck we did have the Page of Wands. So you're going to come in, flirt, communicate a little bit, have some hope or promise for future growth that you're trying to cultivate or nurture. We had King and Queen of Pentacles. So you want to build on top of that. We'll dig with the clarifiers on that because I'm still not getting the deceit. Rigid, moving in silence, not saying anything, keeping things fair, balanced, and you feel justified in doing that. You're not speaking on your truth. You're feminine. You may be wanting the Ace of Swords to present itself. You may be moving in silence because it has not yet presented itself. But I do feel like you know the truth, which is why you're moving in silence. It's not that you need to speak on it. It's not that you need to need the actual truth. Yeah, having it would be validating, but I don't feel like you need it at this point, which is why you're rigid. That's why you're moving in silence. That's why you haven't communicated. It's like you hold the truth. You are you embody the truth. You know, you have an understanding. It's like you see things as they are, even through the clouds, even through the storms, even through any uncertainty. You have it within you already. You embody it. Chariot in reverse. You don't want to move any further. You're not trying to move forward with any instability, anybody that comes in and out, anything that comes brushing in towards you, anything that is inconsistent, anything that doesn't show the ability to stay. You're putting that burden down. 10 of Wands in reverse. Sorry, we didn't do that. Yeah, but you want a foundation being laid. You want stability. You want union. You want to come together. You want harmony. You want that sense of coming together, and you're following your heart in a more balanced manner. Your desire is to have reciprocity. Your desire is to have somebody with staying power. You do not move towards anybody with the Knight of Wands and upright energy. Anybody that comes rushing in, anybody that does come in a passionate, quick manner and doesn't have, again, staying power. So you following your heart on what is reciprocal to you, what you want, what your heart desires. Again, you're laying that to rest. You're no longer picking up what that is. Especially if it doesn't come with the Four of Wands, something stable and secure. Yeah, you're going through it. And you're standing firm. And then want to come out sideways. You are on guard until you see a change, until you use your discernment and see that things have changed. You will be rigid. You will be cold. You will be making head over heart decisions. for the presence of change. Okay. Yeah, because you want what you want, and you know exactly what you exactly what you want. You're willing to fight for it. Okay, that's too many. Let's get one more for feminine. And then even if I'm looking at this page of pentacles is looking at this queen of swords as like, I don't know if I should go over there, if I should give you this. Don't cut me. Like, don't cut me. Magician sideways. You're trying to manifest this change. Again, it's attached to how you feel, your heart, what you've been through, and what you're intuitively guided towards. Because it's like, there it is. There's the deceit. It's like you know that no good can come from this energy. You know that there is some type of toxicity surrounding this new beginning. You know that there needs to be some work put in for this relationship. You've gotten the wisdom about things coming crashing down and having a new cycle with your emperor. It's going to require work. You have to build on top of that because previous heartbreaks and you needing to take care of yourself, Empress. Look at that, the Emperor and the Empress. They have been close together, and no matter what decks that I choose, they have come out by each other. Alright, so for mutual energy, we'll clarify because I wanna definitely, I think feminine is very rigid, guarded, defensive because of toxicity. You know the truth. You understand what's going on. You know masculine is nowhere near being in emperor status with these pages. Maybe sending those messages, maybe sending that information, but definitely not coming from a higher source. Definitely not coming from a committal place. Okay? And you're on guard from it. Right, so let's talk about it for mutual energy. Fledgling, it's the fledgling. There's the masculine. It's like you guys are trying to boss up, take leadership and move on to calmer waters, but you're still kind of stuck in your head, maybe overthinking some things. Overthinking, reconciliation again, the heartbreak, the pain that came before is something that brings a level of cautiousness and definitely in your head, like I said, the way she's looking and peering like she's looking out of a window, but her heart still burns. It's like she wants to go outside. The last time I went outside, it didn't go too well, so it's like trying to temper my emotions so I can actually go outside like I actually want to do. Yeah, it's like you want that shift. You want things to turn around. Five of Pentacles sideways. It's still in the upright. You want to shift that lack mentality, that energy that is keeping you stuck and in your head about going after the thing that you want. Yeah, because you're blocking. There's blockages because you're weighing your options. You can't make a decision because you're still kind of, oh, shouldn't I? Would I get hurt? What are my options here? And it's kind of like you need to do a little healing so you guys can see a lot more clearly. Two cards of healing, and the sun, um, in order to get a new cycle started. So we still have a little bit more healing to go. Not a lot. It's just feeling like the pain still is in the forethought of any actions possibly being taken. You need to temper the situation, have patience with oneself. It is also healing energy. Jesus, I was really trying not to let it hit the ground. Let's try that again. Temperance energy came out. Be patient with oneself. Allow things to go as they are right now. Yeah, you move slow and you are protecting yourself. And it's okay. It's okay to do so, which is why masculine is coming in page energy, because if he came in full throttle as kings and emperors and all this other stuff, it may be off-putting and definitely make feminine throw up those walls. No, shut it down. And in this energy, yeah, it could be a little deceitful. It's like the deceit coming from the energy of, I want more, but this is what I'm going to present. So, and it could come from other entities outside as well, knowing that, he had to overcome some things and now he's single. So that could come from an outside source, but we don't want to focus on that. I feel sometimes it does come out, and I'll address it, but when we're solely talking about feminine, masculine, and the mutual connection, we want to focus on that outside. Those are the things that we create when we put energy or even talk about it. Sometimes it amplifies that energy, which is irrelevant to what these two are trying to accomplish as a whole. So that's why. But I don't know. Let me redo this so you guys can see. Take your time, be patient, go with the flow, move a little slow, and protect yourself. You guys are protecting your energy here, and which is fine. Do what needs to be done in order to achieve what you're trying to achieve or move towards. It's like you guys are exerting that control over oneself, but you want to shift from the energy feeling left out in the cold, having lack, and all that other good stuff. So you just gotta do what you need to do to overcome that. It may be a process for both of you, and taking things step by step. All right, let's clarify this Nine of Wands for masculine. Nine of Wands. We have the Death card and the Two of Swords. Overcoming some challenges, going through a transformation, shifting from the old way to the new, making decisions, making choices, deciding how one's thought processes go from here. Because when we go, okay, so when let's just say you upgrade your living space. When you go from a 1-bedroom, tiny apartment, 400 square feet, to a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house with a garage, how does one mindset need to shift? You no longer in this small space, you're in a bigger space. Your mindset needs to shift. Okay, so we don't overspend, because now, of course, our cost of living has increased. Two, we don't fill it up with a bunch of junk because we just got here. You don't want to crowd your new space. You want it to be open. You want it to be airy. You want it to be fresh. You want it to be homey. You want it to be livable. You incorporate things that you're gonna need, maintenance, maybe landscaping. You're gonna need maybe backyard furniture, things like that. So you incorporate a different mindset from this 1 bedroom apartment to this 3 bed, 2 bath, 2 car garage home, as an average, or even 5 bedroom. However, whatever you shift your whatever you're shifting from to the new, you have to change the mindset. So he's overcoming some things. And then we had the emperor, or the god, which is the emperor in this deck at the bottom, like suiting up. Clarify the 9 of Pentacles. Okay, Maiden of Air in reverse. Lack of mental clarity at this point. Feeling successful, feeling stable, but a lack of mental clarity. So that goes to, again, that shift of mindset. Your mind's still kind of wheeling from the transformation, the things that have changed within, right? All right, let's clarify the 2 of Wands then. 2 of Wands, 2 of Wands, 5 of Air, wanting to come out in reverse. Coming out of the ego, coming out of mental conflict, though. I think there's a sense of, okay, things have changed. I need to shift my mindset. I'm not quite clear on things yet. I haven't quite gotten everything I need mentally yet. But I'm not in conflict anymore. Things aren't matriculating in my mind and circulating and just out of sorts in my mind yet. Let's get one more. Okay, so yes, you're healing that. And then there's a sense of healing the ego. There's a sense of taking back and observing, having a mental break. Because, yeah, sometimes when you go through transformations, when you go through certain shifts in life, your mental space, and that's why I'm getting a lot of air energy. So externally, maybe moving forward, externally, maybe communicating, but internally it's a lot of a mental process taking that's going, wait, let me rephrase that masculine is going through. There we go. We go from the 5 of Swords in reverse down to the 4 of Swords. So we're de-escalating the mental state. It's not angst, it's not chaotic, it's not something that's, making him move in a shifty manner. It's him, maybe the deceit, and that's what I keep getting, is his mind state, where his mind is at. It's healing, it's him taking in what he has saw, making sure that he's checked his ego mentally, mind over matter type energy. Yeah, he's taking a mental break for this connection to come in balanced. And it's like he may appear a little bit emotionally selfish with the 9 of Cups, because there is a sense of healing, and that's for the greater good and the long-standing ability to achieve this 4 of Wands, this 4 of fire energy of being stable, secure, and ready to go. And having this a successful new start, right? He's doing what needs to be done by taking care of himself with the Mother of Pentacles, even though it's hidden from the feminine, so you may not be able to see it. He's waiting. He's being patient. He's taking his time. Yeah. All right, let's keep going. Let's clarify the Eight of Wands for masculine. What's the Eight of Wands? Eight of Wands, moving things around, getting started. Because I think the emotional inventory has been completed here. He's just trying to gain his strength. Yep. Yep. And clear his mind. Trying to gain his strength, step into his power with a clear mind, right? Try to clear out any fears, anxieties that may be needing to be balanced out, needing to be stabilized. He's aligning himself on the path for the connection to come together. Aww. And that's the deceit. So it may be off-putting. It may have feminine on a, hold on, you're not coming in. You're not. I'm good on the hot and heavy. But it's like you kind of know the truth as well too. It's within you, and if you dig deep enough, and then I think you'll be honest about it. Again, this came right back out, clarifying the Page of Swords. You're aligning yourself. You're masculine. You're watching. You're observing. You're aligning yourself in order to come in and express how you feel, to release those emotions. For you guys to have a new beginning in love. Clarify the Strength card. Yeah. No self-deception. Okay, so the Five of Cups with the Seven of Swords in reverse. Five of Cups. Your emotions are all over the place too. You feel it. You're trying to hold yourself back. You kind of fighting against it, but it's like you know how you feel, and that's what's amping up the emotional you being emotionally volatile. But it's like you're no longer self-deceiving yourself either here with the Seven of Swords, or sabotaging yourself for how you feel here. So that is a beautiful thing. It's like you're being honest about how you feel, even though they're all over the place. Yeah, you miss each other. I'm sorry, there's a sense of nostalgia, missing emotionally, craving someone. Three of Cups, wanting reconciliation, wanting to come together and celebrate emotionally here, but there's still that conflict present internally, because we still have to clear that that mindset, not confused, not deceiving oneself, just trying to align and take in what's being seen at this point. But yeah, just trying to find stable ground, somewhere solid to land, and it's still not present. Clarify the Hierophant in reverse. Yeah. Needing to seek that wisdom, getting some type of inner wisdom in order to, one, transform, and then two, move forward. That's the Chariot energy. Okay. Clarify the Page of Pentacles. It's like you want to keep, masculine, you want to keep things balanced, which is why you're holding back, which is why you're resisting. For Six of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles here, it's a sense of, in order to keep my balance, my stability internally, I need to hold back, because one of the things that I'm going through is I'm trying to align myself so I can express myself. My emotions haven't quite gotten, I know what I feel, but they're still at a point where they can be triggered. My mindset is at a point where I'm still reeling from things and how I've been seeing things, and I need to take it in and actually take a break. I need a break. I've been through some things. Nine of Wands here. Nine of Wands, wounded warrior, been through some tough trials and tribulations. There's still some things that will creep up, anxiety, fears, you know. All right, let's talk about feminine. Let's clarify. I think that's okay. So that's what the deceit is. That one, he may be coming off as if he's, immature, holding back, and just not forthcoming as you would like. Feminine, I get a sense of you needing to be a little patient, grant a little grace, which I do feel here with the Queen of Swords. Even though you're on defense, and a bit rigid, I feel like masculine here is on the brink of, well, let's just say imagine this, you came off of a 16-hour flight, you're jet lagged, you're sleepy because now it's morning time, and when you left it was 8 p.m. and it's like noon, so you got a whole day ahead of you, and it's like you kind of got to get your bearings before you hit the ground running when you get back home off of a 16-hour flight and you're jet lagged. So it's like you got to do what you need to do to compose yourself, to get yourself together. You may need to go into solitude. Give me about a 3-hour nap. Here, let me unpack. Let me get myself together, right? All right, High Priestess with the Page of Pentacles, Elemental of Earth here. I think you also want to get on stable ground and find something solid, somewhere solid to land. You're moving in silence about that, because it's like, again, you're consulting a higher source. You may be tapping into your spirituality. 2 cards, the Hierophant and the High Priestess here. I'm sorry, Book of Shadows in this deck, but it's like you want to have security and commitment in order to overcome the challenges and shift things forward. You're trying to navigate and figure out what actions to take as well, which is why you're moving silently. You're not sure exactly how to move at this point, so you don't announce how you're moving till you figure it out, I feel. What's the Ace of Swords then? The truth is you're rejecting something that you actually miss, because I get a sense of you're not sure how to take it. It's the Chariot. Not moving forward because you're in the middle of manifesting. Okay, so you're not ready to collaborate. It's fine. You're a manifestation and you're not willing to work on things. What are you, man? Okay, yeah, you want longevity. You're trying to manifest something that'll, again, stand the test of time. 10 of Pentacles, something that'll last long. Something that you can see very clearly. Yeah, and you're going to have to make a tough call, a tough decision about it. You're willing to shut some things down in order to get it. And it's fine. It's fine. 10 of Wands, you've run out of patience with the burdens, the heaviness. You've run out of the lack of temperance. Let's see. Let me read that. Let me get it. 10 of, yeah. Okay, you're running out of patience with your Emperor, and you're ready do some cutting. You're ready to drop the burdens. You're willing to make head over heart decisions. There's the queen of the crown of air again. You're willing to do what needs to be done. Head over heart. Never mind how you feel. It's like we gotta cut this crap out. Cut the crap. Yeah, running out of patience and willing to move on to calm the waters. You're wanting to choose a different path. Four of Wands, clarify the Four of Wands. That's the Two of Wands. You're willing to choose a different path. As the Empress. In your Empress energy, in your power. Yeah. You feel like it's a bad judgment call. You're using your discernment. So you're willing to wait, which underneath the deck when we were pulling that out, we did have the Devil and the Ace of Wands, knowing that no good could come from taking action. The Death card, going through transformation, having strength, bringing things in, using your strength, resisting a new beginning, creating something new, taking new actions, right? What's the Magician card? Because we have that twice. Okay, you're trying to release any fears or anxieties. You may be fearful of moving on and weighing your options. Like what is it? Again, moving in silence, not discussing your choices that you are willing to take. You're standing stable, solid ground. Sorry, excuse me. We're on a new cycle again with the Four of Wands, King and Queen of Pentacles here. You want something stable and secure. Look at the first and the last card. King and Queen of Pentacles. You want to move forward. You want something committal. You want more information before you get to moving and taking action, right? Like you're willing to take that risk. You're willing to manifest what you truly want here. So you're going to close the book and say, hey, this isn't how I want things to go. We need to step it up a notch. I feel like the level of which it's at, you're like, no, I'll wait for it. This is a bad judgment call, so no, I'll wait. I'll keep waiting, which is understandable, because if we're not at a mental space, if we're not at an emotional space, why should we proceed? We're not there. You're not there. And this is coming from a feminine standpoint, speaking to the masculine. We're not there. You're not there emotionally. You're certainly there and aren't there mentally. No, we don't move forward. Clarify the Emperor for mutual energy. Yeah, exerting control, not putting in the work, not working on things, not working on a new beginning. It's like at this point, it's a little bit of self-control, even though that's something that's wanted. You kind of don't just go jump in like, okay, say you're standing back and you want to go jump in this pool. It's 105 degrees outside. I'm sorry, I'm from Texas, so it's very hot outside. But yeah, it's 105 degrees outside. You want to go run in and jump in this crystal clear blue pool. You got to pay attention to where you want to go run and jump into. Do you go down the stairs, ease your way in, or do you just want to go jump in? Because when you go run, you're not looking. Next thing you know, you jumped in you did a deep dive into a 3 foot side of the pool. Boom, face, you hurt yourself. So you're more cautious because you know what entails on the other side if you don't take your time or pay attention to what you're doing here. Again, a sign of caution. It's like you guys see things clearly. The new beginning, the fresh start, the ability to plant that new seed is very there. We have a lot of aces, the new beginnings and fresh starts and stuff, things turning around. But it's like, again, cautious. You both hold back your emotions. You both have a lot of deep emotions that you're resisting of bringing forth, but it's like you want to move away from that. You want to move away from holding on to some things. You want to surrender and take a leap of faith. Boom. A lot of love in that connection. I had the Ten of Swords and the Fool here. Like you want to surrender and take a leap of faith, but again, we have this instead. We have the air of caution, the slow, methodical movements coming forth. What's the Eight of Swords? Clarify the Eight of Swords, Ten of Swords. You contemplating. You're thinking about surrendering. You're thinking about things that happen over and over again. Things that kept happening, which makes you throw your guards up. I keep hearing you may want to surrender those boundaries, though, those defensive, the guarded, because it's like you're holding this dear to your heart, which is giving me that fire that's burning in the fledgling here in her chest. So it's like, something you strongly want and you guys know it, but it's like you're just needing time and patience for things to grow, being independent, being on your own, being more solid, being a little bit more stable. Time. I feel like it's inevitable. I feel like the time is an issue, is a factor right now. I'm not going to say it's an issue. Timing is a factor. Three of Cups, both wanting reconciliation, wanting to overcome those obstacles. Yeah. You want to express those emotions. You want to let them out. You want to come and express them and let them be a little bit more playful and be a little bit more free. I get a sense of maybe even a light friendship, friendly manner, crushing energy would help, or even is what's going on internally, maybe lightly expressing oneself, wanting things to turn around, wanting that commitment, wanting that stability, wanting to master that, because again, there it is, you hold that very dear near to your heart. And this deck, that's my holding dear to your heart. You want to take action in a more stable manner, but it's something that you hold dear to your heart. Feeling left out in the cold, clarified by the Three of Air, Three of Swords. Kind of heartbroken about that, but needing to get that under control as well. Emperor and Empress out. King and Queen of Coins kept circulating around each other. King and Queen of Air. King and Queen of Cups also came out. Where the Queen of Cups was underneath the other deck. Temperance, needing to go with the flow as you both want to pour into each other, want to indulge and take action, but it's like right now that's not a part of the flow, because actually taking action and knowing, King of Wands, that's my knowing when to take action, knowing when not to, knowing that if you indulge, it's going to create a burden. So it's a sense of awareness. So you move slow. You move slow in order to take that risk. You make slow leaps of faith, small gestures of leaps of faith, right? Clarify the Knight of Pentacles. You guys are watching, observing, collecting information. Page of, Elemental of Earth. Page of Swords here. It's just, The elemental of earth is just watching, getting little bits of information along the way, maintaining your own self stability, as you go after what you want, as you see things grow along the way. You just kind of move as necessary. Yeah, things are keep your bounds up. Internally, you see things are turning around and shifting. Wheel of Fortune out here twice for the connection. You're just learning how to navigate it, and you're just keeping your guards, your walls up until you figure out how to, zig and zag through certain things that come up for the connection. Again, moving in silence, not speaking about it, but knowing that there's a new cycle beginning here. Wow, look at that. The High Priestess, the World, Four of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, Justice, Transformation. Or the Chariot, let's just say that. Alright, so we got a little bit of time. Let's get Kipper. Most of the time I'll do romance angels, but it gets old, so we like to keep it fresh. Alright, for masculine. I'm going to keep this one. Main man, bad health. And I feel like this confirms what I was saying about his mental state. I think he's needing to actually take in and rest. You see how this man is laying down? I think he's needing to taking a moment, pause, and just take in what he's actually processing. 31 also breaking down to a 4, going back to the 4 of Swords. But I didn't want to pull too much. Adjudication, sudden wealth, expectation. Okay, so it's like making a decision and expecting things to go in his favor. So it's like the decision that he is trying to clear up or shifting his mindset on, landing on that decision, not having the mental clarity yet, but once he does, he has the expectation of having things go in his favor, right? All right. For mutual, great fortune on this journey. So the path that you guys are on right now, it's a better path than whatever you were on before. Now, granted, some things took place, some heartbreak was coming. We got sudden wealth, great fortune, unexpected income. Some things are shifting. We had the wheel twice. Good things are coming on this journey. So wherever you guys feel fear, anxiety, pain, lack, I want that to dissipate. I would say I want, but I would suggest to allow that to dissipate and remove itself, die down, and whatever processes that needs to be taking place for that to shift, because good things are waiting for this journey here. Okay. For feminine, distant horizon, feel like there's some change coming. There's some change afoot. Maybe even change on what you're working on in your job. You may already start seeing some of that. I feel like it's present already. If you have not, we got 9-9 Here, 36 breaking down to a 9, change coming down to a 9. It's almost done. The change is almost complete, and it has to do with, one, what you're working on, whether it be for the connection or your actual occupation. Some things are coming here. Yeah, there's a strong sense of marriage and family room. Look, house, official person, thoughts about the main female, and marriage and family room. Because all of that was, a thief was on the path. There was some type of deception. There was some type of trickery here. So I feel like the mature man has closed that out. So whatever that was, I feel like it's clearing out, and I feel like that has a lot to do with this transformation with masculine, however that fits in the circumstances or situation. So as always, keep a positive mindset. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Bye. See you guys later.